We often treat the initial vision as the hardest part of business. We assume if a concept is unique or clever, success is inevitable. But an idea doesn't build itself. In reality, the space between a blueprint and a finished product is a vacuum, filled with disorganized raw materials, unspent capital, and machinery waiting to be turned on. Unless someone steps in to actively direct them, these factors of production are useless. Without an operator, they simply sit idle. To keep a concept alive, the entrepreneur must bridge that gap. They have to corral raw elements and force them into a usable form. This continuous act of assembling and coordinating resources is what we define as business operations. This model shows the exact goals of any operation, processing raw inputs into high-quality outputs efficiently. The entrepreneur is the system mechanic. Their daily work is turning dials and pulling levers to keep this processor running. The ultimate survival of the enterprise depends on how well these operational mechanics are handled. If the entrepreneur stops managing the system, the output disappears. Every business, regardless of size, can be deconstructed into 4 fundamental, manageable components. First is location, where you do business, physically and online. Second is equipment, the tangible tools required. Third is labor, the people operating those tools. Finally, process, specific routines for quality control. The entrepreneur engages these areas simultaneously. The enterprise functions when managed in unison. Process functions differently from the other 3 pillars. It acts as the connective tissue that dictates exactly how the business gets done. You can put skilled people in a great location with advanced tools, but without a quality control system, their work becomes chaotic and inefficient. By implementing systems for continuous improvement, an operator ensures the team refines their workflow, preventing the company from stagnating over time. Mastering operations is less about managing parts in isolation and more about managing the complex interactions between them. There is no single formula for how much weight to give each of these 4 pillars. As this equalizer chart shows, the levels are dynamic. The relative importance of each pillar is dictated entirely by the unique nature of the company. We can see this play out by looking at 2 entirely different business models side by side. Longevity requires an entrepreneur to correctly diagnose which of these operational levers holds the most weight in their specific market. Consider a physical retail outlet. The revenue model relies on walk-in customers to survive. For this model, the location variable is of maximum importance. If the shop is placed in a high-traffic area, it thrives. If it's hidden, it fails. Now, contrast that with the needs of an internet-based company. For the web-based firm, physical location drops to 0 importance. Instead, the entrepreneur has to reallocate those resources toward process and equipment to keep their digital systems running. Entrepreneurial skill isn't just knowing the 4 pillars, it's dynamically adjusting their weights to transform a theoretical idea into a functioning reality.